Imagine that. And then rides off in the sunset.
Now to play devil's advocate, what if he gets head kicked again at heavyweight, loses both
possible.
belts, and everyone's like, well, there you go.
Well, look, John is, if not the best ever, he's one of the best ever.
I think he's the best ever.
With Mighty Mouse having lost, it's a real good argument. I think in terms of like the overall ability to get things done, you got to look at what he's done. He's never lost. He only lost to Matt Hamill, and that was a bullshit loss.
Look at the guys he's fought, too.
Fought murderers.
And the way he beat him, too.
Killers. Remember when he choked Lyoto out and just dropped him?
Vicious.
Just fell in a clump.
And then what he did to fucking Vitor Belfort, he submitted Vitor, was like, you're a black belt, very cool.
After he got his arm broken, Conor McGregor not keen on facing GSP next, but interested in Anderson Silva.
Get that shit out of my face, Conor.
What? Why would he not be interested in facing GSP, but he's interested in facing Anderson? Anderson's a 185-pounder. We'll see what happens next, but I don't think GSP is next. He doesn't have anything for me personally. I'm not going to shut the door on that down the line. You know what would be another great one? Anderson Silva. I think he thinks Anderson is slowed way down. George is not slowed down yet.
George at 55 versus Conor's an amazing fight.
Well, at 70, it's an amazing fight,
They're not fighting at 70.
No?
Nope.
No way?
Nope, not happening.
What makes you say that? What makes you say that?
You seen George lately? He looks pretty svelte.
Well, I saw one picture of him when he was in the sauna, when people say he's making a test cut to 55.
Ask your boy for us.
I can ask George.
Ask George.
Just call him up right now.
Call him up.
There's my phone.
You think he's going to give us a real answer on there?
I've never called anybody.
Me neither. Sometimes Brian does this. It's a nightmare.
It's probably rude, right?
Yeah, they're like, what? You're on air. Hey,
Yeah.
it's Rogan and Schaub. Is there any way you're going to fight? And they're like, dude, come on.
The problem with that is like he's leaning in, and that image of him at 170 is in the middle of a fight. So he's all pumped up with muscle. His muscles are inflated. You know, man, he might actually be trying to make 55. He does look very slim there.
This is what I've heard through the grapevine. GSP wants to fight, and the fight he wants is at 55, but it's only if Conor wins.
Really?
He doesn't think beating Khabib would be like a legacy fight for him.
Well, I'll tell you what, in terms of pay-per-view, that would be a giant fight.
Conor GSP?
Yes.
Oh.
Especially after GSP
Big boy.
beat Bisping, got 800,000 pay-per-view buys after how many years out of the game? 4 years out of the game?
4-year layoff.
4-year layoff, comes back. And I'll tell you what, man, when he did my podcast, he's super lucid. He's there 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all that rest
Brilliant
did him
guy.
good.
Brilliant guy.
That rest did him good.
Smart guy.
That
That's
would
a fight.
be a giant fight. That's a giant fight. And he'd probably be vulnerable at 55.
Yeah. It's a good fight. It's a good fight for Conor.
Do
Good
you
fight
think
for George,
he would be
too.
faster? I mean, would he be would he necessarily be faster at 55?
I don't think so. I think he'd be so diminished.
Yeah.
I think he'd be solid. Obviously, his technique's still there, but I think, at 70, that's George all day. 85, not so much. That boy looked thick.
Yeah, but he said he had a real hard time keeping that weight on. It fucked up his intestines.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Fucked up his digestive system.
Boy, it was thick.
He said he was eating all day, trying to keep the mass on. Yeah.
That was a rough one.
Yeah, he's got some sort of a stomach issue now.
Yeah.
Colitis?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And he said he got it from just eating like a fucking pig while he was training. Like he was always like almost throwing up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.